All right. Hey, long time no see, my guy.
Hey, it feels like it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Well, everyone, welcome to another episode of the Mod Pod, starting this new football season off right.
We're
As
a little
always,
late. A little late, but
a little late. Better late than never.
Exactly.
It happens. As always, I'm Albert Delgado. With me is Jose Martinez. We are the Mod Pod. Everybody that's new here, which shouldn't be, it's just mostly our people from our fantasy football team that watch this just to make fun of us. But it's our excuse to have a beer with each other and just talk some sports. Cowboys and Bears, that's where the name come from. So I guess before we get it, let's crack a cold one open.
Yeah, I wish we both had a victory beers right now.
Yeah,
but one's better than none.
We'll do cheers to the start of the first episode beer.
Cheers to
we'll
that.
call it that.
I'm also going to be partaking in some Bushmills.
Much deserved.
Yeah, part of the Shelby Company Limited, Peaky Blinders edition. That's for you, Taco.
Does it have that label? That's dope.
Yeah,
so that's pretty sick.
I'm gonna have a little bit of that while we, chat a little bit about.
It's gonna wet your whistle. I got you. Yeah. So let's go ahead and let's go rip the Band-Aid off. We're gonna go week one. We'll start with the Cowboys. Just as bad of a start as any start of the season. I mean,
Jesus,
wouldn't want to wish this upon anybody else's team.
Yeah.
QB1 already hurt. Jerry Jones being hopeful, saying he'll have a quick turnaround, but early reports are saying 6 to 8 weeks with the surgery to his thumb.
Right.
It falls on him though. He learned quickly that you did not assign any attention to the O-line depth, which looked abysmal out there.
Absolutely not. They kind of look like Taft, our high school team over here. I mean, they probably have a better O-line right now.
They could possibly. And then you go ahead and, you trade Amari Cooper for peanuts. You have Michael Gallup missing time. You're relying – you have the draft pick missing time as well from week one. So you're relying literally on CeeDee Lamb to be number one, which he is supposed to be in that role, but he has no tools around him, or Dak has no time to get the ball out. That pocket was collapsing within like every 2 seconds.
Yeah, man, it was rough to watch. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little inebriated by that time. But man, like you said, it's a very tough way to start the season.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the Cowboy fans start the season so aggressive and so eager. It's Super Bowl or bust, and I mean, your fans are just insane. Like, I understand you traveled all this way, you've waited this long for Cowboy football, but to be throwing objects and trash at your QB1 as he's exiting the game, I don't
injured.
Know. Yeah. I don't know. They were a little drunk by that time and didn't realize that maybe he is injured. But that was in poor taste, even for me. Any upsides that you saw from the game?
Micah Parsons, man. Dude is legit.
Yeah.
I mean, it held him at the goal line to field goal. He himself. Back-to-back sacks, back-to-back possessions. I mean, that was the only highlight for me of the game. I didn't or actually the left tackle, rookie left tackle, dude's got some power behind him.
Yeah.
The other Smith.
Going back to Parsons, that video that's floating around of, Leonard Fournette kind of laying him out. I mean, that was kind of a cheap shot.
Yeah, it's a chip block. Like, come on. It's not like he went straight up man-to-man on him.
Yeah, that would be a different story if that would have happened.
Yeah. Everybody was kind of blowing it up. I can't remember who. I want to say it. I don't think it was Von Miller. I saw somebody else retweeted saying like that.
Yeah,
they want to kind of get rid of that.
Yeah, I want to say it was Von Miller.
I don't think it's something that that needs to get rid of. I think just kind of a head on a swivel thing. It happens. It's not like I don't think it was it's malicious by any means. Just chip block. It happens.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
Exactly.
As far as quarterback play, man, I know you had been trying to speak it into existence, but you're stuck with Cooper Rush right now, man. I know you wanted a certain quarterback.
Yeah. Well, I mean, originally I wanted Gardner Minshew, of course, but Eagles snatched him when Cowboys could have got him easy for a good, like, I don't even know what it was, like 2.53 million a
Yeah.
year would have been cake. Decent backup for us to watch. I mean, Cooper Rush, he's got the edge over anybody else as of right now that's available because he has more time with the playbook and is going to have more time with the the number one team, the starters. But I mean, we're gonna have to roll with them. As much as I hate to say it, and I know we're rolling with them because Jerry Jones has a redhead fetish. But the back of my mind, I would really like to go and get Sam Ellinger from the Colts. He's sitting third on that depth chart over there. I'm not saying any means that he's going to be a wow day one starter, but I think that's somebody you can snag right now. He literally, if you look at the tape of him in college, he plays the same way Dak plays. He's just a little bit more beef on him. I feel like we still need QB backup of the future. We still need some type of depth there, and why not? Why not roll the dice on him? Give him the fucking 5th round pick that we got from Amari Cooper. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, we already wasted Amari, who, again, Stephen Jones himself was all about cap space this, cap space that, but yet they have all this cap space and did nothing with it. Oh, we went out and got a 40-year-old offensive lineman to add as depth. So we did that.
He did good last year. He did good last year.
I know, but you're missing all these other guys. Like, we got rid of Collins because they're making an excuse because of penalties. But yet again, O-line, I think it was like 8 penalties between the O-linemen out there on offense. The defense, no penalties at all. Week 1.
I mean, they did what they could. It's just when the offense isn't producing, it wears down the defense, man. So
to me, that the whole not having any penalties, that speaks more to the coaching. That's more. Those are Dan Quinn's guys versus Mike McCarthy's guys, which are not as disciplined on the O-line. And that's back-to-back years. I'm now seeing this again. Penalties. And last takeaway, for the love of God, stop letting Tony Pollard pass block. He cannot pass block worth a damn. He's got talent. He is fast, but he is a liability as a pass blocker.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go on to some good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, looking forward to next week, right?
I don't know about all that, which we'll talk about in a second. But hey, the Bears got the dub.
Hey, and you know what? You're in the fantasy football group chat. Leading up to this week, how much shit were 3 individuals talking, even at the draft?
Oh, you mean the 3 Niners fans?
The 3 Niners fans, yeah. I'm gonna call them out by name. Luna, Ruben, Art. Hey, just because you lost, just take the loss.
Take them.
All of a sudden turn to, oh, we're going to fuck y'all up to, no one gives a fuck about week 1. Says, losers, but I only have, I enjoy my wins, and therefore, this is for y'all. In victory, it wasn't a pretty victory. It was rain game.
A lot of rain.
It was flooding. Soldier Field was flooding, literally. All over 49ers fans. I saw a couple of videos. They looked really sad. And I was
see the one with the guy in the popcorn.
Yeah.
Why was he trying to scoop it?
Hey, these videos are leaking, and it's not doing ownership any favors, or at least the city any favors. I know they're trying to dip out, which I'm all for that. Right now, just going off of the specs that I'm seeing. But let's go. I'm going off on tangent. I'm still going back to this 49ers game. It wasn't a pretty game at all for either quarterback. Trey Lance went 13 for 28, 164 yards, threw a pick late in the game. Our defense stepped up. Everyone had us pegged to just get blown out. The weather did help, not going to lie. But I think our coaching staff has done a fantastic job, and you can kind of see a change in the mentality of the whole group. Justin Fields threw 2 touchdowns. How about that? It wasn't to any of the guys that we were expecting or hoping for.
No co-commit action whatsoever.
Oh man, that hurt. That hurt a lot. And even in our running group, Herbert was looking the more efficient running back.
Yep.
Monty just wasn't getting it done this week. Hopefully it was just due to the weather. But it was a solid. I mean, the first half looked really terrible.
Mhm.
I was kind of nervous, but we held them off. Second half, it was just a different team, and yeah, it did get capped off by that one, broken play. Justin Fields had this man wide open, but you know what? He made the pass, and
Yeah.
that's all that matters. That's all that matters, and we won. 49ers
I mean,
suck.
how many times in week one did we see, same broken plays, but teams weren't able to take advantage of it? Something went
Yeah.
wrong, went through the wide receiver's breadbasket. But
You know,
when it came up, they needed it. They got it done.
They only had the Bears pegged for 3 wins the whole season.
Mhm.
Well, that's one, motherfuckers. That's one against a Super Bowl, going
Caliber team.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
fuck all y'all. Cheers.
We'll see how long Trey Lance sticks around now that Jimmy G is still back there as backup.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I mean, maybe week 4 he can work his way back in. Who knows?
Would you be happy if somehow Jimmy G was wearing a Cowboys uniform?
No, not at all. Because that's a lot of money. We already give Dak a lot of money. It's no point. I'd rather just go get somebody else. We just need somebody for right now just to kind of help keep the ship afloat. I'd rather not just pay out the butt for it. I don't think that offense, the way it is, the way Kellen Moore schemes it up, is going to be one that can take it all the way. I mean,
how about Cam Newton?
How about who?
Cam Newton.
Stop. No. keep him where he belongs.
Fitzmagic?
Free agency. Fitzmagic I'll make. That's my only free agent exception right there. I would be down to see Fitzmagic rock that Cowboy star for sure.
That would be exciting.
That would be. Now
I'm hoping Dak's all right for Bears versus Dallas late October. So hopefully he's all healed up and he gets to start that game.
We'll have to see, but I mean, even with him in there, like he still looked shaky. That was still concerning to me. The only player besides Micah, I mean, for the offense and besides the rookie left tackle, Zeke actually didn't look bad. Averaged 5 yards a carry, was running with power, falling forward, much different than last season.
Yeah,
came game 1 with the burst. So that they're going to have to rely on him heavy. And as bad as that O-line looked, he still was able to run behind it.
Yeah, I mean, he fell really deep down in the drafts, but he's gonna produce numbers. It's not always gonna be pretty, but that's why you just want some points, and he's gonna give them to you, especially now. He's probably like the only Cowboy player that I would probably start at this point.
See, I don't know about the connection between CeeDee Lamb and then, I mean, you already saw he's having issues with the drops. So fantasy-wise, I don't know where he needs to be accurately valued at this point. But let's talk surprises from week 1. Anybody team-wise you're surprised with, or even just player-wise?
Carson Wentz.
Okay.
Had a really decent game. Didn't expect the Commanders to come out like that. And even the Texans surprised me. They gave up a lead, which typical Texan fashion. But I don't
think anybody expected to be that big of a dogfight.
Yeah, I already told Taco that I expect Houston to beat KC in Houston.
Okay.
I want to say in December. It's going to happen. It's going to be one of those games where like, we just need it so we can, pat our stats, but
it's going to be the upset game.
Yeah, I'm already calling it now.
Noted. So for me, I would have to say Vikings with new head coach Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah.
That offense
looks good.
Looks damn good. And the way that they use Jefferson.
Yeah.
So what they did with him is they kept him in motion pretty much like maybe let's call it like 50% of the plays he was in.
Yeah.
So you could never put double coverage on him because you never know where he's going to line up. He would start on the left, he'd be running off to the right, and then he's making a pass downfield there, and there's only one guy he has to worry about. And I mean, Justin Jefferson himself, he's picking up exactly where he left off.
Yeah, man. He's looking fantastic. A team that really surprised me on how bad they played, the Rams.
Yeah.
Man, that or the Bills are just that team right now.
Just that team. Yeah, I mean, Josh Allen looked amazing.
No, and just the defense, the addition of Von Miller has just been night and day for that defense, and it's gonna be good to watch.
Yeah, I mean that was the issue that they had last season was stopping the run, and then who not better to add than Von Miller?
Hey, let him get a ring over there. I'm not mad at it.
Back to back like that, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
So,
Any people that you're worried about?
I'm taking a look. Kind of Hunter Henry. He got very underutilized against the Dolphins, and again, I don't know if sorry, not the Dolphins against Chargers.
Yep.
I don't know if that's just that secondary being that good with the Chargers or what happened, but I mean, even Derek Carr, I mean, he was getting it to Adams, of course, but I don't know. I mean, it's only week one. We'll have to see what happens, but I was kind of surprised by the limited usage he was in that game.
Yeah. Najee Harris, kind of a scare. He says he's all right. I'm hoping that he's all right. Having Trubisky be your QB, I would have thought that they were going to be running the ball a little bit more, but hey, they got the dub, and that's all that matters, right?
You know, that's another surprise is the Steelers. I didn't expect them to be that competitive a game, especially with Trubisky and like how bad he was like just getting like berated in preseason. Maserati Mitch.
That's my MVP. All right. Put respect on his name.
Fair. No, I was surprised, and I mean, I think that has a lot to do also with Mike Tomlin being the coach that he is. But
they just know how to win, man. They know how to play football. They know how to coach players, and man, that team is never just done, right?
Yeah, I mean, they got stars, Minka Fitzpatrick.
They figure it out.
Yeah, no, they're good. I mean, they're going to be without Watt though, because he tore his pectoral. So again, but I mean, you still got Minka Fitzpatrick in the secondary, who's taking back pick sixes every other week. So
we'll see what happens.
So let's go to our week 2 matchups. Let's start with the Bears. You guys got what? Is it Green Bay?
Oh, it's Packers week. And I actually feel confident that we're winning in fucking Green Bay. Did you see
how they looked horrible?
Bad they looked? That or how good the Vikings look. But
fair.
Me being the Aaron Rodgers hater that I am, you know, he's doing all this press tour. He's on Joe Rogan. He's taking psychedelics and shit. Like, he shows into fucking training camp looking like fucking Con Air. Like, I love that movie, and I don't even want to watch it anymore because of him. You know? Like, that's just the amount of dislike and disdain that I have for this man.
Yeah.
But you know what? Seeing him with this mediocre core wide receivers that he has, I feel confident. I might have a different tune next week, but as of right now, off of what I saw last Sunday, they're done.
Yeah.
They're done with.
No, I mean, that wide receiver core looked atrocious. You saw obviously how he was getting vocally frustrated.
Yeah.
On the sideline as well. So I mean, it's weird seeing him in that position. You know, after all these years of him just making it just look easy out there, and then him just getting just tatted up by dudes. Just
you would see it every now and then,
different.
but I was really hoping that I was going to get a nice clip of him like throwing the little fucking like his little laptop.
Oh, the service pad.
I just wanted to see it. I wanted to see it, but I'm looking forward to it. These are my Super Bowls, and I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed to say that.
Fair. So, what do you think key to success for you guys will be in this matchup?
The only one good aspect from that team is their defense. Their DB group is stout. So, our key to win, give Monty and Herbert the ball.
Yeah.
Try to control the game, and we have to make our big plays. If we can execute our big plays, I think Justin Fields, he showed the composure last week, and I honestly feel that the tide's changing, and Green Bay does not reign the NFC anymore. He doesn't. He's done with.
Times are changing.
Yes. I mean, we can see it, especially, after Hard Knocks, the Lions look like, oh shit, they're going to do something. I mean, they're still the Lions, right?
Sure.
But you can see that there's that spark within them. We see it with the Vikings as well. Green Bay is just like, fuck, what are we doing right now? Like, we kept Aaron Rodgers, but like you said, Dallas didn't do anything to kind of help Dak out. They're not really doing Aaron Rodgers any favor here.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. Thank y'all.
All right, so let's go on to the Cowboys matchup for week 2. It is going to be, and y'all have a Sunday night game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be a fun one.
Our primetime games have always been just something of heartache.
Yeah.
A couple years back, we got Khalil Mack. This is the first game in. He has a couple sacks. Aaron Rodgers gets hurt. We're up, like 14-0. And then, he does, a couple quaaludes or something in the back. And he comes back and beats us. So hopefully it doesn't happen this year.
All right, so week 2 matchup for the Cowboys is going to be against the Bengals, who are coming off a devastating loss by the Steelers.
Upside for y'all, your defense, I think, if he got picked off 4 times last week, at least once.
Yeah.
He's a little sloppy right now.
And they might be still without T. Higgins. I know he had left the last game with a concussion, so I don't know what his availability status is.
That was a big hit.
Yeah, but that still leaves wide receiver 1 Jamar Chase and Tyler Boyd out there, who's still Tyler Boyd is still going to be a good wide receiver 2 option.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow has
weapons.
Probably one of the better wide receiving cores in all of the NFL.
And you still have Joe Mixon as well.
Yeah.
So
it is going to come up to the defense, because don't know what we're going to see Cooper Rush do, what he's capable of. If he can somehow pull a win off against this Bengals team, and depending on how good he looks in that win, maybe the slander will stop. Maybe I'll stop with the Sam Ellinger stuff. But until then, I'm going to keep subtweeting him to come to the Cowboys, get something out here.
This is probably already in week 2, a must-win game.
Yeah.
Especially since everyone in your division got a win last week.
Yeah, because right now it's kind of hitting the red alert button. Sirens are going off. We're trying, I think a win right here kind of helps get the water outside of a sinking ship. Yeah. So it's a much needed win, especially over a team that's as good as the Bengals. But again, Micah Parsons, that front 5 didn't look too bad. Parsons, of course, one of the bigger standouts. That O-line for the Bengals is still really shoddy. So, hey, perfect storm might be ruined for the Cowboys defense-wise. So we'll have to see if they step it up. But then again, you still have Joe Burrow, who is not afraid to throw that damn ball.
Yeah, and not afraid to throw a couple interceptions either. So that if y'all can get some takeaways or score off of those takeaways, that might be the key to
this is where we want all the Diggs pick sixes.
Oh man, yeah. But Diggs, all those videos in the offseason of him getting just fucking burnt.
Bro deleted Twitter because he couldn't handle the backlash.
Jesus, we'll see.
All right, so you want to do some week 2 pick'ems?
Yes, sir.
Let me pull them up. I know you sent it to me, so let me do this.
Thursday night, we've had some good Thursday night games so far, to start off the season.
And we'll get another one.
Yeah. Chargers versus Kansas City.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know Taco is fucking scared right now. There's a lot of hype. There's a lot of hype, behind these Chargers right now, and I can see why. Herbert's looking real nice. I'll go ahead and start it off. All right. I'm going with the Chargers here.
I'm going to take Kansas City at home.
Okay.
I'm going to stay Kansas City here.
He's starting safe. It's all right.
Then to start off the Sunday slate, we got the Jets at Cleveland.
I know they said
still Joe Flacco season.
Yeah, it's still Joe Flacco season, and I think he's going to get the dub this week.
Okay. I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to stay with Cleveland. I think Jacoby Brissett, hey, he's moving that ball. He's doing good. Didn't look too bad against the Panthers.
Yeah, no, who didn't look bad is Kareem Hunt.
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to get that contract. So
yeah. Then you got Washington at Detroit. I'm going to go Detroit.
I'm going Washington.
Boo.
Nah. I need them to keep fucking losing.
And even though I hate to name the Commanders, but their uniforms didn't look bad.
No, they didn't.
The uniforms look pretty sharp.
I'm not sure if this was something, if it was a troll or a fake, but someone had posted a picture of some of the coffee mugs that they were selling at the stadium, and it said Commanders with like the outline of the state. Tell me why the state was the actual state of Washington.
That's hilarious. There's no way that was real.
We might have to like dig that up later on.
All right, we'll have to dig that up for next episode. Come back to
who
that'd be
approved
hilarious.
That?
There's no way. So, there's no way it passed quality control that bad. There's no way.
There is no quality control there.
That's fair. All right, then you got Tampa Bay at New Orleans.
I'm going TB12 here.
TB12, okay. I'm gonna go Jameis.
All right.
Revenge tour. Then we got Carolina at the Giants. I think I'm gonna go Giants here. Not looking bad.
I'm going with Carolina.
Danny Dimes isn't even looking bad either.
Yeah,
Saquon is looking like Saquon.
He's back. Yeah, I know, and I wanted to pick him up in a couple leagues, and
now
I'm kicking myself for it.
Then we got New England at Pittsburgh.
I'm going with the upset here. I'm going New England.
Now, is Mac Jones still injured, or they say it was minor?
It was minor. It was just like back spasms.
Back spasms.
But
okay.
He was practicing already.
You know, I'll go New England here as well. Then you got Indianapolis at Jacksonville. Got to go Colts here. Jacksonville still, another year, second year for Lawrence, but with another coach back-to-back years. I think it's going to take a bit for them to find a groove.
I agree.
Then you got Miami at Baltimore. I'm going to stay with the hot hand. I'm going to go with Miami.
Before you confirm that answer,
all right,
they've had multiple linemen go down. So, with that being said, I'm going with Lamar on this one.
I'm going to go with Miami still because I know they lost one of their starting cornerbacks too. And that wide receiver core right now for Miami, I mean, if he can get the ball out in 3 seconds, I don't think the O-line's going to matter that much. I mean, you got Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, some of the faster guys in the league. Right. It could be all right.
Okay.
Shit, just put Mike Gesicki as your left guard, wherever you need him at. There you go. He doesn't do shit anyway.
He's not catching balls. So
I mean, they mostly put him in the blade. It doesn't matter. All right, then we got Atlanta at the Rams. I think Rams are gonna find some rhythm here. I think it's gonna bounce back for them.
I'm going Rams are starting the season 0-2 in ATL. Cordell Patterson is just killing people right now.
Yeah, 100 yards, right?
Hey, Mariota didn't look too bad.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Atlanta here.
Fair enough. Then you got Seattle at San Francisco. I think Geno Smith surprised a lot of people.
Yeah.
The Monday night game. But I'm going to go San Francisco at home.
I'm going Seattle.
Bro, see, now you're just letting the hate just flow through you right now, my guy. All right, Cincinnati at Dallas.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, Cincinnati looks like, especially with everybody being banged up there, maybe I can just do some reverse juju. I'm going to go Cincinnati.
I'm going Cincinnati too.
This is the one where I don't mind if I get it wrong, all right?
Yeah.
All right, then you got Houston at Denver. The stupidest coaching decision ever made.
And
you traded the whole farm for this kid, and you don't let him try and convert measly 4th and 5.
You give it to your kicker to knock down a 65-yarder on prime time. No, and you waste like 45 seconds to call a timeout.
Yeah, I thought everybody's using analytics now.
No. I'm going with Houston here just because of the coaching that's going on right now.
I'm going to go Houston as well.
Woo!
Then we got Arizona at Las Vegas. The Raiders.
I think Kyler Murray gets it back.
I'm going to go Raiders here. I don't believe in Kyler Murray.
But you believe in Derek Carr? Well, I mean, they both have weapons, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Then we got Chicago at Green Bay. I'm going to go Chirac here.
Same.
Be a beautiful way to end a Sunday night.
Oh, man. I have the next day off, so Yeah, it's either going to be crying for another fucking missed opportunity, or just I'm going to be celebrating all night.
Just nursing a hangover.
Yeah, and I'll be texting, Jeff all fucking night.
Nice.
Aaron Rodgers sucks.
Monday we have 2 games.
Yep.
Wow. So first slate 7:15. You got Tennessee at Buffalo. Got to go Buffalo here at home. Bills Mafia.
Yeah, I don't. This team just looked like it's firing on all cylinders right now.
Yeah.
They look just. Allen just looks like he is playing with purpose. Like he was taking some hits that he didn't have to by running the ball, but you can just see that his face. He's smiling. He's having a good time.
Yeah.
Future MVP.
Surprising name for the Buffalo. I'm gonna take Buffalo here. But Jamison Crowder in the slot did not look bad at all.
Yeah.
As much, the question was about, they let go of Cole Beasley. I think that was more because of the whole vaccination deal.
Yeah.
But
hey, do you remember in one of our drafts, one of our
oh my god,
drafted
somebody
Cole Beasley like in the 5th round?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you though.
All right, and then the last game from Monday night, you got Minnesota at Philly.
Minnesota's playing really good right now, and I need them to lose, so I'm going Philly because they actually surprised me this past Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, in a shootout with the Lions, they came out on top.
Weird to say.
Yeah, very weird. Hey, but DeAndre Swift even looked really good in that game too.
He didn't practice today.
Oof.
So
still got Jamal Williams though. He's not bad.
Yeah,
like he is a decent running back number 2. But I am gonna go with Minnesota here. I think they just got the momentum right now.
Yeah, I'm going because I hate them. I'm going to Philly.
Fair enough then. All right, so that wraps up week 2 and this episode. Anything you got to say before we head out?
There's this scholar named Fat Mike. He said, "Don't drink and drive, kids. You might spill your drink. Hit that shit, Boldy Hugh."